I'm going down to South Park, gonna have myself a time.
Friendly faces everywhere, humble folks without temptation.
Going down to South Park, gonna leave my woes behind.
No, I'm not helping you recreate the South Park intro. That show is a crude and lazy excuse for entertainment. Also, keep in mind people will be seeing you do this. You're right. I should tell everyone I know. Besides, people don't really like you anyway, so you leaving is really a win for me. Well, I'll have you know that I'm actually... Too late, I've already got someone else on board. Presenting South Park's very own Kenny McCormick. Wait, who are you? I'm Kenny from the B-movie. You're not quite successful enough just yet to hire a real celebrity like Kenny from South Park. This has literally nothing to do with South Park and will probably alienate the majority of our audience who don't know who you are. But I guess you can stick around. Anyway, South Park is one of the greatest television shows of all time, and if you disagree, then I will find you. And I will have a long and boring conversation about why you think this. After only 3 seasons of their show being on the air, the creators of the show, Trey Parker and Matt Stone, decided to make a movie, and I absolutely love it. The movie, similar to the show, stars 4 8-year-olds, Stan, Kyle, Kenny, and Cartman. Stan and Kyle are normal kids, Kenny dies all the time, and Cartman is evil. Very, very evil. The movie is about the 4 of them sneaking into an R-rated movie called Terence and Philip, Asses of Fire. And then they copy the actions from the characters in the movie until Kenny dies. Their parents then all team up to get revenge on Terence and Philip, and by association the entire country of Canada, which, like many things in life, eventually leads to a war between America and Canada, and if Terence and Philip are killed, then Satan and his boyfriend Saddam Hussein will be able to take over the surface world. Objectively, the movie's a mess. Movie makers need to learn that their movie can't have this many protagonists. For example, look at the Simpsons movie. The team behind that film were too bothered by giving each character their own plots that the film ended up much worse than it could have been. Well, actually, I'd argue that South Park Bigger, Longer and Uncut works in spite of its large cast. The 4 of them each have something to do. Stan has to win back his girlfriend, Kyle has to stop his mum from starting a war, Cartman has a chip forced into his brain that stops him from swearing, and Kenny has to convince Satan to break up with Saddam Hussein to stop them from taking over the surface world together. Retro, do you know who I am? Believe me, I know what I'm talking about. Have you seen my resume? It even has a list of my all-time favorite movies. What's your number 1? Is it Star Wars? No, I don't really go for that pew 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 kind of stuff. South Park Bigger, Longer and Uncut is also great because of its commentary on society and how the normies reacted to something as shocking as South Park at the time. I know it's hard to believe now, but back in the 90s, South Park really changed what you could get away with saying on public television. Now, the villain for the majority of the film is Kyle's mum, Sheila Broflovsky. Now, she isn't like any traditional movie villain, because all she wants to do is ban the Terence and Philip movie. She thinks the 4 boys have become rude because of the movie and that she needs to protect them from it. Although the movie certainly did have an effect on the 4 boys, it is probably their parents' fault that the 4 of them are so awful. Sheila Broflovsky in particular is too busy starting a war with Canada over a movie they made that she doesn't have time to actually speak to Kyle about his use of swear words and how they're offensive. This is intended to criticize people at the time who wanted to cancel South Park because they let their children watch it, thinking that it was a kids' show. People like this are often too self-righteous to realize that they are not the solution, but in fact, the problem. Retro, don't you see what they're doing here? The creators of South Park are manipulating you into thinking that we're wrong for wanting the show cancelled, even though they're wrong because their show is immature and trashy. This seems like a great time to mention that this film is in fact a musical. And what better way to discuss the songs than by ranking them all from worst to best. I'm not including the reprises though because they suck. Anyway, number 12 is Stan's stupid song about Wendy, I don't know what it's called. I like most of the songs in this movie, but this one just feels like a waste of time. Your music's bad and you should feel bad. It does have some merit because it sets up Stan's motivations for later, which is something, right? Number 11, I Can Change. How come Butters, one of the main characters from the show, and loved by basically everyone, only gets 1 word in this movie, but Saddam Hussein gets his own song? Number 10, Hell! It isn't good. I literally forgot this one existed. I do like a lot of heavy metal, but this song in particular just takes too long to actually get to the point. Number 9, I'm Super. I mean, I like this song. The music in this film is really varied. It is nice that we can get both a heavy metal song and also a Broadway hit in the same movie. Number 8, Mountain Town. This song is pure genius. It's only in 8th place by default. I love how it subverts our expectations by showing us a version of South Park that's fun for the whole family. Which is funny, because by this point in the show's run, we know that could not be further from the truth. Number 7, the Terence and Philip song. The previous song subverted our expectations by making South Park seem family friendly. This song shows us exactly what most people were expecting, a song about two idiots insulting each other. This contrasts the rest of the movie, which subverts this expectation by actually being really satirical and insightful.
Number 6, It's Easy, okay?
This song is great. Mr. Mackey is one of the best side characters, so I'm quite glad he got his own song. It's very important that kids these days learn to swear in secret, and that's exactly what this song aims to teach. Also, it taught us all that Bic is Latin for generosity. What more could you ask for from a South Park song? Number 5. What would Brian Boytano do? I love this one. It's obvious that Brian Boytano is just an absolute legend, and this is a song about how amazing he is. The things he's supposedly accomplished are very entertaining and creative. It's the kind of song you can listen to and then afterwards feel inspired to work harder. Best of all, it explains the main character's motivations, making the worst song in the movie completely obsolete. Up There. Who knew Satan was such a complex character? He's stuck in hell, but he thinks that going to the surface world might make him happy for once. The song highlights how evil is needed in society, because without evil there would be no good. Which is kinda like how people think of South Park. Without supposedly dumb shows like South Park, there would be no good shows. So you gotta take the bad with the good. So I guess in some ways it's like a beautiful badness. I guess that sounds stupid.
Yeah.
Number 3, La Resistance. This song is absolutely brilliant. The way they combine loads of the previous songs together to get a song that gets faster and more tense as it goes along is simply magnificent. I don't think this song has deep meaning like Up There, but it makes up for that by being fast-paced, tense, and a delight to watch unfold.
I'm getting pretty sick of him calling my mom.
Kyle's mum's a bitch.
This is in 2nd place. Do I even need a reason? Retro, you can't say that.
What, reason?
No, not reason, you can't say bitch. It's offensive.
Who the hell cares? If you can't appreciate the cinematic achievement that is Kyle's mum's a bitch, then I'm afraid you just might be a lost cause.
This song is literally just Cartman calling Kyle's mum a bitch repeatedly. It's really funny, I love it.
I know I'm not saying much here, but any explanation I could give would not even scrape the surface of this song's satirical genius. Number 1.
Blame Canada!
Blame Canada is the best song in this movie because it perfectly illustrates all the themes of the film whilst having a little bit of what made the other songs so great. It has a great commentary like Up There, it has a great instrumental like La Resistance, and even Kyle's mom being awful like in Kyle's mom's a bitch. Best of all, it is a total banger. What else? Oh yeah, it also got nominated for an Oscar, and it should have won too. This proves once and for all that the idiots who run the Oscars are too brain dead to realise true art when it violently hits them across the face.
Well, this sucked. This show is not what I expected. Inconsistent characters, lazy animation, and disgusting language. I never thought I'd say this, but I am too good for this garbage.
Those are some strange things to complain about.
Unless you make these changes, I will have your channel terminated. Start by reviewing a good movie next time.
Oh come on Kenny, what grounds do you have to complain about these movies? I mean, you haven't done anything since 2007, and even then you were in the B-movie.
Huh. That's funny, I just don't seem to recall that!
What the hell, Kenny? I like the B-movie. I like it ironically.
Oh yeah? Well, how'd you like a fist of flames?
That, doesn't make any sense. What? Seriously, Kenny, what is your problem?
I've got issues. Every time I want to talk to someone, they always talk to me about the B-movie. It's not even good. People just watch it to have fun. Nothing is learned or changed by this bizarre garbage. Hello, chums. Good news. Oh, wait, never mind. What's going on here? Well, there's only one way to react to a situation like this.
Oh my god, you killed Kenny!
Actually, Retro, I was aiming for you.
Oh, I mean, you bastards. He said the funny South Park thing! But in all seriousness, I think we should call Kenny an ambulance. He looks like he might be dead.
What would my Boytano do if he was here right now? He'd make a plan and he'd follow through. That's what my Boytano do. Run! Escape! Run!
Can I get some help, please? It's getting kinda cold out here. Oh my god, are you Kenny from the B-movie?
Oh, that film is ruining my life!
When will this nightmare end?